you know, women's culture has and have been around for eons. In indigenous peoples, whether it's the Amazon or the Maori or the American Indian or the European indigenous peoples of a thousand, 2,000 years ago, women lived together and men live together and almost in separate abodes, separate places, because the way a woman's brain and heart and instinct works is on a multi-dimensional way. So the right brain and the left brain in a female is heightened. And so when women are together, there's a kind of multitasking, both speech, emotion, feeling, sensation, awareness into the field of all the people around. Women are built like that. So, and we're built like that because we're the ones that have children that come through our bodies. So our hormonal system is built to be able to have a very multidisciplinary brain that gives us right side, left side, logic and emotion, rationale and feeling, the unknown in the right brain, and the very logical known in the left brain. And both of those in a woman is always tuning itself in each moment. It's a very fast moment to moment to moment to moment to moment process. So we innately harmonize together and get along really well, because if we can just relax into our true nature, which is more like that, then we can co-create a living style together that really works with our brain, our bodies, our emotions, the way that we feel intuitively into the field of existence, the way we feel energies. We harmonize really well together. And women always learn through reflection. So, or relationship. So it's reflection, relationship, reflection, relationship. If you're in a group of women that are shut down, they've shut down their right brain, they've shut down their throat, they've shut down access to their heart, they've shut down access to their will, they've shut down in their body. The other women in the room will be like, oh, what's wrong? There's something wrong. There's something wrong, because we can feel it. We can feel that's not our true nature. That's a series of shutdowns or patterns and habits that that person put herself through. And all the other women in the room will naturally go, let's surround her. Let's give her the context so that she can heal whatever it is going on inside of her body and her brain, so that she can come back into her natural homeostatic place. Now, men, they're not as right brain, and I'm generalizing obviously just to make a point, but men tend to be far more logic and rationale, and they measure time, and they have a different way that their brain works, so they perceive reality very differently. Testosterone is their hormone en masse compared to us. And so testosterone, I always like to say that testosterone is the hormone to do. It's an action hormone. So if they have to get up and, chop a tree down, or get up and, drive 9 to 5 on the highway, coming back and going back, it's a very to-do hormone. So men by nature, they're not so complex with the right brain and the emotions and the feelings and the field and multitasking. Actually, it's the opposite. Left brain is like, okay, I'm focused on one thing and don't bother me, because if you're coming to bother me, I can't do two things at once. It's either I'm focused on the thing that I'm doing, I have to stop that, and then I have to refocus on the next thing that I'm doing. Whereas women, we're like, whoo, and we are like multitasking, we're doing, we're speaking, we're feeling, we're aware, we're sensory, we're emotional, So these two are like two species. It's a wonder that a man and a woman can live together in a house, because it's two species coming together, trying to find an equilibrium or a common ground together. The more women understand this, the more men understand this, the better it is that we can actually co-create, co-create, not on our sameness, because a woman is never going to be just one focused, one thing at a time. We're always going to have a kind of multidisciplinary aspect to ourselves. And men are, try to get a man to be like multidisciplinary, and it looks weird. It feels weird, right? It's not, yeah, it's not natural. So it's hard to push testosterone into that. Everyone's like, whoa, there's something wrong with that person. So men and women to learn how to respect the differences. First, I have to respect the difference in myself. And once I can really understand this, once I can really live by knowing this is how I'm built, and this is how my brain works, and this is how my feeling sense work, and I am sensitive. And if you say that thing and my heart slams down, oh my God, it's okay. I am sensitive. So it's my job to breathe and be able to be more in depth of my perception of what my partner did or didn't do. Because when he's single focused, he's not even aware that when he walked in the room and said the thing he said, that this sensitive heart over here went, it hurt my feelings. So men, we can't expect them to be like that, but we can't shut down. So women's work and men's work and women's groups, it's been age old that women have spent more time in each other's company, because we nourish this psychological, emotional dance between us. And men, they nourish that testosterone, one thing at a time, empty, void of women's noise and emotions and feelings and talking. They actually love the silence of nothing. And in that, they regenerate their brain, they regenerate their energy. And then they can come and share with us, and then we can share with them. But to live together and always be trying to, what women tend to do, and I know this well because I've done it myself a million times, is try to get them to be like us. And it's like asking, it's like asking an elephant to be a squirrel. It's like, what? It's impossible. But they can understand aspects of ourselves. But the point I'm trying to make here is that it's up to women to understand ourselves. We're not here to ask them permission to give us the reflection of who I am. No, we do that in the context of women together, whether it's our mothers, our sisters, our female aunts and our aunts and cousins, and so on and so forth. Or for someone like me, it's been women's groups and living with women in women-only households and studying women's nervous systems and working with women specifically to see how do we work with our brain and our emotions and how do we link all of this up. I have spent decades in the field of women to really understand my nature, right? And now I can bring that to the relationship of a man, and it's a very different nervous system. It's a very different, and there's nothing wrong with his way, and there's nothing wrong with my way. But in our culture today, everyone is against each other going, you're wrong, you're doing it wrong, you're saying it wrong, it's not that. No, we're different. We're dramatically different. And so the more I can be myself and the more he can be himself, and we can collaborate with that together, that's cool. That's really cool.